Okay, on our way for another adventure. This was going to be a 4-day loop in the western part of the White Mountains of New Hampshire, basically between Franconia and Zealand. We're going to be doing the Pemi Loop, and there's Franconia Notch right ahead. Looks like we're going to have a few clouds up at the top. Today I got to climb up to 4,000 feet. I hope it burns off by the time I get up there. But if not, oh well. I'll be up there for I'll be up there for at least 2 days. And then I'll be dropping down. And then we have to cut across the wilderness area back to complete the loop. And on the lower section, the last 2 days, it looks like I have at least a half a dozen fords. I'm hoping not, but I'm prepared. If it's too bad, I'll just turn around and backtrack. So, the river doesn't look too bad. The water's down a little bit. Just went over a river. And here's my exit right here. So I'll get back to you when I get to the trailhead. Alright, I gotta do some last minute repacking here. I decided to take the beer canister. I'm gonna be up above tree line for a couple of days, and if I stout camp, there's no place to hang your food, and even if I go below tree line, the trees are only 8 feet tall, so I'm not going to fool around with these bears. They can be a pain in the ass here. Every year there's one that causes issues. So I'm going to put my food in there, and I'll just suck it up and carry the extra 2 pounds. And I'm going to be crossing some rivers. I got to forge, I think, a half a dozen rivers, so I brought my Crocs. So I don't have to get my shoes wet if I can help it. So let me repack, and then I'll take you over there to the kiosk. I'll show you on the map what my plan is. Parking lot's pretty full. A lot of people here. Let me see. I think it's 8 a.m. Yeah, it's 8 a.m. right on the button. Got a bunch of people getting ready to head up now. So we got 3 perfect days. Maybe thunderstorms and rain Sunday. This is Thursday, so we'll see what happens here. Get back to you in a little bit. Okay. All set. It's 8:20. Let me come over here to the kiosk. Show you what's happening here. Okay. Okay, here we are down here. We're going to cross the bridge, and we're going to follow the trail all the way up Lincoln Woods Trail. This is the Lincoln Woods Trail head. This is off the Kangamangas Highway, and this is Route 93 coming from Boston, up New Hampshire. And again, this is the Lincoln exit, Loon Mountain ski area, if that helps you. So we're going to come up here, then we're going to take the what's that say, Osceola Trail up here, and we're going to do Mount Flume, and then Liberty, and this is the Liberty tent sites, but I think there's a Stealth site right here. We're going to check that out. And then we're going to continue up along here tomorrow. This is all above tree line. This is all exposed here. Then we're going to continue here to the Garfield Ridge shelter. But just before that, you see that there's a lake right there? There are tent sites there, Stealth sites for about 30 tents right there. And then the next day, we're going to continue all the way down here. And then we're going to spend the night around the Guyat shelter tent sites here. Then we're going to continue down. We're going to come down into Zealand Falls. We're going to come down here, and then we're going to take Ethan Pond Trail, which will be down this way here. And then we're going to take Shoal Pond Trail all the way back, and I'll come back down here. And that will conclude probably 4 days. All right, people, you got to read this. Pause it. If you come out here, pause this screenshot and read it. This was August 17th, only like last weekend. This bear evidently will tear your backpack apart if you leave it in the campsite unattended. So I'm glad I brought my beer canister, although he may tear my pack apart trying to look for food. So that's why you gotta, up here in New England, I mean, these bears are active, they're bold. Every year there's a couple, 1 or 2 that are just real brazen. Until they catch them and move them, you gotta be prepared. So here it is again. Here's the trail map again. The Pemi Wilderness, I guess. I call it the Pemi Loop. I'm doing the Pemi Loop. It's going to be a little easier. And you can't say that they didn't warn you about the bears. Everywhere you look. I passed 2 other signs coming over here to the bridge. I got to cross the bridge here. And hey, how you doing? Hey, good morning. Yeah. You can't say that they don't warn you about the bears. So if you get into trouble, it's because you did something foolish. So I'm hoping I'm not one of those. This is this river, I guess, was pretty active during the logging era when they floated the logs down here. This is a beautiful bridge. Well, the water's not too bad. They had heavy rain the last couple of days. I have to ford part of this river. I bought a half a dozen times. It looks doable. I'll just pick my spots. Like I would go further up there where it's wider and a little shallower. I would never cross here in these narrows because the water's really swift and it's usually deeper. So a lot of people. I just talked to another couple. They're going up. They're doing the shorter loop though. They're doing a 3-day. I'm on a 4-day, and they're going counterclockwise. So I'm going to meet them halfway, I guess. Entrance to the wilderness. Yeah, they had a rail system here that we're going to be passing in a little while. You got to come here. You got to come here during the week. During the weekends, it's freaking a zoo. 1,000 people will be here on the weekend, especially this weekend with the forecast. Here it is again, another one. Freaking bear. This is going to be interesting. Well, I brought my small beer canister. I got 1 shot. So if I have an issue, I got 1 shot. I'll hit them, pack up, and leave. No, I'm not going to cook around my campsite, I'll tell you that. I'm going to cook before I get to camp, I think. Especially if I'm stealth camping. So it looks like here's the bridge that I just crossed. So I'm going to be going up the west side. So there's 1.4 miles. And then I'm going to be taking this Osceola Trail. So I got about a mile and a half before I get to my trailhead here. Then I'm going to start working my way up. If I were to continue, there's some beautiful waterfalls up here. And right, if you go past here and you continue along Bond Cliff, when you get to the next washout where there was a bridge and they took it out, right there, there's some beautiful stealth sites. Just some local information for you. Beautiful, right? Really, really nice. Actually, I had a ranger tell me about it. It's an old depot location. There are a lot of relics there. They don't want you to take anything. So that's why it's a little cleared out. Because it was a stop for one of the trains way back when. And they had little cabins there. They're all gone. That stuff's all gone, but you can camp there. Okay. So this is going to be boring for a while because it's an old rail bed here, like I said, for a mile and a half to my section. And then if you're going to continue on, it's another, I think I saw it, 1.2 miles to the falls. And then there's a little pond, Black Pond, I think it is. There's one stealth site up there for probably 2 tents right on the pond. Well, it's a little hill overlooking the pond on the trail just before the falls trail. You'll see it. We were there one year late in the fall. We woke up, we had a half an inch of snow on the ground. It was pretty cool. We hiked in like this and we woke up with white on everything. All right, it's my pack doesn't feel too bad. Coming in at 35 pounds now that I added a couple of things, the beer canister for one, and I added some Idaho potatoes. I'm going to mix with my ramen. That was probably 4 ounces. That stuff's really light. I added my Crocs. I was at 32 and a half, or 32 rather, and then all that other stuff bumped it up a little bit. I'm at 2 pounds of food per day, so I have 8 pounds of food. So by the second day, I'll be below 30 pounds. I'll be at 29 pounds for my pack. And it's pretty typical for a 3-day or 4-day supply, is to be in the low 30 range for me anyway. And again, it feels fine. Compared to out west, I had 48 pounds. I'm carrying 1.5 liters on my poles, and I have 1 full liter on my shoulder strap. A lot of water on this trail. Well, this first section, the only water will be at Liberty tent sites. Thorough Falls. What? Oh man, how am I going to cross that? Uh-oh. That could be a problem. What's it say on the bottom here? Hikers must exercise good judgment and should have contingency plans. Yeah. How the freak are you supposed to get across a river? What's our contingency? Oh, man. Oh, actually, I'm not going that far. That's right. Whew. What am I thinking? Yeah, this trail is... I'm going to be cutting off 1 mile before this bridge. Okay. All right. So I don't have to worry about that bridge on this trip. That's a popular bridge. They're going to have to fix that really soon. A lot of people go beyond that spot. they're going to be bumming, or they're going to be taking chances and forging that river when they shouldn't be. All right, let me put this thing down, and we'll get back to you later. Here's the Osceola Trail, Flume Slide Trail, Franconia Ridge Trail, Mount Flume, Liberty Spring. That's what I want. So we are now taking a left, and again, Franconia Falls is another 1.8 miles down down this trail, and this is I don't remember ever seeing this before. This must be fairly new. Oh, look at this. Some artifacts that somebody found. Old hand-cut nails. Oh, how can I get that to stay there now? Oh, crap. Look at that. Old tie. So we'll leave all this here because they don't want you to take the artifacts. So how can I leave that here? I'll just put it underneath. Come on. There we go. All right. Yeah, 130 years of history here. And what is this? This is a trail going this way. Oh, that's a campsite? You're not supposed to camp that close to the river, though. They definitely, if they get caught, they'd be fined or asked to move on. Okay. All right, so 5.5 to Liberty Trail. Then I have to go down to the tent site. I'm getting nervous about stealth camping with that stupid beer, so I may pay the 10 friggin' bucks. Because you gotta, these tent sites up here are run by the AMC, and they charge 10 bucks a person now just to put your tent up. Oh, I may do it just for my safety. I don't want to tangle with a freaking bear, because I hang everything right on my hammock. I mean, my backpack, everything is right over me. I don't feel like fighting a freaking bear for it. So, we'll see. There's some stealth sites on Franconia Ridge just before Liberty Trail. If there are other people there, I may consider staying, but not alone. I'm not going to do it alone. Not, if it wasn't for this aggressive bear, I would, but it sounds like he has no fear of humans, so it's not good. All right, this is another 1.5, 2 miles of this trail. Fairly flat, slight incline in a little while, and then I'll hit the head wall of the Flume in Liberty, and at that point it's like 2,000 feet or some ridiculous number straight up, stairs and handholds. I'll show you when I get to it. I got a group of people right behind me. They look like day hikers, so they're going to be passing me here in a minute. I'm taking my time. All right. Get back to you guys later. we made it. This is the Flume. Elevation here is, I don't know, 4,000 something, 4,200 and change, 4,250, something like that. That's Franconia Notch, Route 93. It comes from Boston, comes right up New Hampshire. That's the highway down there, and it goes right through the notch. In New England, we call them notches. Out west, you call them gaps. So this is a gap if you're a Westerner. This is a notch if you're a New Englander, I guess. So I got to climb this thing now. It's a little gusty. I'm going to stay close to the inside, not the outside, but we got to get over this, and we're 1 mile to Liberty. I believe Liberty is around the corner, or that may be Liberty right there. I think that's Liberty right there, yeah. So we got to go down a little bit and then up. That's a little bit higher than this one over here. Okay, it's, what time is it? Oops. It's 12:30, so I've been climbing since 8 o'clock this morning, non-stop. Well, I did take a little coffee break halfway, but yeah, all right, let's keep going. I'm glad it wasn't wet, that's for sure. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm on top of Liberty now. That's Flume. That's Flume right there. That's the one I just came down. Now I'm up on this one. Oh, I'm not sure what that ski slope is. It could be Wildcat. Oh no. Let me think. Where are we? That's that could be Cannon. I'm not sure. Cannon Mountain. I'm not sure. Okay. Let me think. Oh no. That's the backside of Loon. I think that's Loon Mountain. Okay, yeah, because the notch is over here. The highway, I'm not getting too close to this edge. But here's Franconia Notch down there. There's the highway, and there's the notch. You can see it. Right. Ooh, baby. Right. Hell, it is, huh? I'm on this. Oops, I don't know if I told you. This is Liberty. I'm on Liberty now. I gotta go down to the tent sites, I think. if I can find a stealth site. I was just talking to somebody here local. They said wind chill is going to be below 32 tonight, so I got to get somewhere where there's no wind. It's going to get cold. I'm glad I got my winter gear. I brought all my 20 and 30 degree gear. All right. And can you believe this? I'm wearing my flannel shirt, not flannel, but my button-down shirt. All the buttons are open. I'm bare-chested. Sleeves are rolled up. What is the temperature here? Oh, it's 62 in the sun. It was 56 coming up in the shade. All right, I don't know what mountain that is. That might be Garfield. That's the one I'm going to attempt tomorrow. Yeah, we're going that way tomorrow. Okay. All right. All right, going down. Okay. I made it. I'm right here now. Unfortunately, there's no camping in this yellow unless I go straight over here a little bit and get over that knoll. Maybe there's a camping spot over there. I'll have to walk around and see. All right, so what do we got? Mount Liberty, that I just did that, 310. Green Leaf Hut, 4.6. I don't think there's camping near there. And they get $100 a night plus to stay in there. I'm not staying there. Mount Lafayette, 3.5. Falling Waters Trail, 1.8. I looked at that. That looks real steep, so there's probably no camping there. So what do we have over here? This is the Liberty Spring Trail. This is the AT. I'm on the AT now. All right, so we got Liberty Springs Campsite, 3 tents. White House Trail, Cascade Brook Trail. You gotta pay to camp down there too. Friggin' thing. All right, I think I'm gonna do a little venturing in the woods here. I'm gonna see if there's anything on the other side of that hill. You know, there might be something there. The only problem is that bear is up here. That frickin' bear's got me worried. I don't want to deal with him in the middle of the night. All right, well, let me see. I'm just going to go down here a little bit, see if there's any, because pretty soon I'm going to be above tree line, and there's no camping there. Obviously, there's no camping above tree line. Well, not obviously. It's the rule, no camping above tree line. So I'm going to go a little bit, see if I can see anything. And then I'm going to venture off here a little bit, see if there's anything in the back there. And then I'll get back to you. Okay, I found a spot. I walked up behind the sign, went behind that knoll that I was showing you, just went up over the hill, came down on the other side. And this is what I found. Couple of tent sites here. Got one over there, got one here, got one back there. Some idiots had a fire over here. That's why they don't want people. They're closing off areas. Freaking idiots. Look at this. They didn't even dig it out. Freaking jerks. So, what's over here? I didn't even check this path. There's another path through the woods over here. Where does this go? It's probably just the pooping area. Okay. This is nonsense. That there. That's crazy. I don't know why people do that. So I think I'm right on the edge. I mean, you're splitting hairs here now with me. I'm on the other side of the hill, so I'm right on the edge of the yellow line. So I'm hoping I'm legal. I'm right on the line. So, and it's been used quite a bit here. You can see it. It's pretty well trampled. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to put my food up there on the hill behind all those logs in my canister. And if Yogi comes by tonight, he can kick it around, but it shouldn't go anywhere because it's going to be in like a cavity. And they can't, they have no way of picking it up and walking away with it. that I know of, unless it's a trained bear, who knows. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And then in the morning, I'll go down 3/10 of a mile to Liberty Tents. There's a spring there. I'll load up with water, and then I'll head for Gale, Mount Guyot, or whatever it is. I think it's Mount Guyot. I'll have to look on the map. And that's I'll head for the lake. That's the other tent site. I think it's 7 miles from here. I just met 2 guys that left there at 6 this morning, and I just ran into them an hour ago, and they didn't even stop for lunch. So it's quite a ways from here. So that will be a good day's hike tomorrow. We'll see. I'm above tree line though, so that's going to be interesting. Hopefully it won't be as windy as today. That was hairy. Okay, so I'm going to set up right between these 2 trees. That tree right there, and that tree right there. And I'll show you my setup when I'm done, although you've seen it many a times, but this is my winter gear. It's like I just said, I think I told you earlier, it's going to go down. Wind chill is going to be below freezing tonight, so I'm going to bundle up. And I'm protected. I don't feel hardly any wind here, so I shouldn't get a wind chill here. I'm guessing it's going to go down to like 42 from what I figured out when I did the weather at home before I left. I'm up here at 4,000, over 4,000 feet, or right about 4,000. In town was going to be 52 or 53. They're at 1,000 or 1,300, like I showed you when I started. So it's 3 degrees for every 1,000 feet, roughly. So I'm up at 3,000 foot difference. So there's 9-degree difference. So 9 from 52. Going to be around 40 to 43 degrees, I guess. 43 degrees. So that's what I figured. Oh, here come some people on the trail. I can hear them talking. Let me see if I can see them. I don't think I'm going to be able to see them walk by because I'm far enough, but I can hear their voices. Okay. All right, I'm going to set up. I'm going to go for it. We'll see what happens. I did a few modifications to my Dutch wear chameleon hammock. First thing I did is I got away from the asymmetrical bug net and I went with the symmetrical one. So it's exactly the same cut on both sides. It just wasn't working for me laying on an angle. One side would be all fabric, the other side would be nothing. I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. Everybody's different. So now when I get in it, I can lay on an angle, but all the fabric is all one height, so I can see out. That's what I like to do. I like to see out. And it gives me, actually, I think I have more room in it this way. I really do. So I did that. That was $45. I have to upgrade, so I have the other as a spare backup, I guess, but I don't know. Well, maybe I'll sell it on eBay. The other thing I did is I took off those little toggles, the black toggles. I could never see the frickin' things. So on the outside, I put these here little orange pull tabs, and on the inside, this is glow-in-the-dark cord that you make for your survival bracelets and that. You can get that at Michael's and AC Moore. All those craft stores they have these things, a little bundle, and it's like $9. You can pick it up. So on the inside at night, I'll be able to find the tabs. And I didn't like those little black things. I could never freaking find them. Plus, they're so fine that they would always come on the outside. I didn't know which one I was pulling. I would always get them caught in the teeth. So now, this here works. You don't have to use this color. You can use brown. You can use any color you want. I just want to see these things. The other thing is I ordered another set of hammock tie-outs, so I can pull out all 4 sides. And the way this is set up now is, let me see if I can show you this. I'll have a shelf in here, so I can throw some stuff in here, and this acts as a shelf because my underquilt, I keep that pretty taut, and that acts as a little lever, a little ledge, and by pulling this out, I have a little flat spot here that I can put stuff in there, on both sides. So I like that. That seems to work out really good for me. And I did this on all 4 corners now too. I hate to be confined in this thing, so now I can pull this thing right out on all 4 sides, all 4 corners. And I don't know if you saw that. Let me do it again. See, by pulling this out on all 4 corners, it gives me a lot of room in that hammock, and it gives me that little shelf. See that little shelf right there? And then up here, this is my head area right up here. I have another shelf up here. So, and that's the same on the other side too. So I think I'm going to like this. I'm going to like this a lot better. I didn't do anything on the inside. I still have my peak at both ends, my little storage peak netting here, so I can throw my extra clothes up there. I usually put my hiking clothes down by my feet, and then anything if I might need at night, my puffy woolen hat or gloves, whatever, they go in this side right up here, so that'll work. Again, this is my ridge line, separate ridge line. I hang everything, so I don't have to, I have nothing on the ground except my pad and then my Crocs. And that's it. So, oh, I wanted to show you guys this last time too. This is my sock from Dutchwear. This sock, oh, that's right, the sock's not going to work. Yeah, my little tie-outs are not going to work with the sock. I didn't think that one through very well. Well, it'll work up front. I'll use the tie-outs up front. And this sock, I'll only pull this sock right up to the tie-outs. And that way there I can vent through my head. But the rest of my body, this is like a windbreak. That will keep the wind from sucking the air from underneath my quilt. And if it gets cold tonight, I'll just pop these two and I just pull this thing forward. Now, if you turn it, there's a ventilating. See, it vents. Top of this has no seam, so when you breathe, if it's really cold, all your moisture will come out. You won't get any frost inside. If you want to warm it up more, you just flip it around like that, and now it really seals that heat inside while you're sleeping. That's only if it's really cold. But I want to get used to this, so I took it with me this weekend just to play around with it, see how it works. And pretty easy to put, very easy to put on. You just pull it through here, and you can, there's a little toggle right there. You just put that toggle in, and now it can't go anywhere. See, it's locked. You can even pull this here. Pull this to tighten that so you get no mosquitoes. Although you're not going to get mosquitoes anyway because you already got I leave my bug net on the inside. It's a pain in the neck trying to unzipper this and reinstall it, so I just leave it on year round. Plus, this, you'd be surprised, this bug net keeps about 5 degrees. It's always 5 or 6, 7 degrees warmer in here. Whenever I unzip this, I feel the cold air coming in. So this bug net really helps hold a little bit of heat in your hammock also. Okay, so that's my system. My latest modifications. I'm gonna have dinner in a little while. It's only 3:30. I'll wait till 4 o'clock. and then relax and look at the map, figure out the plan for tomorrow. Okay, I got my food up there. I'm gonna probably gonna put that up there. There's a hole right there behind that log, so I'm gonna put my canister up there, and if Boo Boo comes along tonight, or Yogi, they can play with it in there. They're not gonna get anything as long as they leave me alone. Ooh, look at those clouds rolling in. I wonder if we're gonna get a little shower tonight. We're not gonna get snow, but we might get a little sprinkle. I got the rain fly all set to go. I just gotta take the snake skin off and just stake it out, and I'm all set. I'm good to go. All right, folks, I think this is going to be it for today. I'm going to call it quits for today. I think I did, what did I do, 5? I think I did around 6 miles today. 5.5 of it was like all up. But I left my house at 4 a.m. So that's why I'm cutting it a little short today. I'm going to sleep in and regain some Z's that I lost last night. And if it's really cool in the morning, I'll sleep in a little bit until the sun warms things up. So that's about it. I'll get back to you tomorrow morning. Okay, bye. Well, good morning, folks. 7:30. Just picked up camp, just hit the trail. I'm out of water, so we're going to have to get down here to 3/10 of a mile to Liberty Springs tent sites. And then we'll come back up. And we had a big ridge walk across above tree line. We're going to do Haystack, Lafayette, Garfield. Not sure where I'm going to spend the night. Might try to get to 13 Falls. I'm not sure. Get the forecast when I get down here to see what Sunday is going to be. If it's going to be stormy, we'll try to get to 13 Falls and then try to head out Saturday. Full day Saturday to get out. But if the weather's going to hold off till Monday, then I'm going to go over to Garfield and Zealand Pond. Then we'll take Shoal Pond Trail back. So we'll see what the weather's going to be. Whoa, shit. This is a tough trail, this Liberty Trail. I gotta put the phone down. So that's our plan for today. I gotta fill up with water first. Alright, later. Oh, man. The whites get beat up big time in the winter. This is just a little sampling of what I've been going through. Really, really bad. I gotta give it to the trail crews for keeping this air clear. Man, must be a lot of hours into this trail, especially up here. This is just brutal. All right, through the trees, you can see that mountain. That's Little Haystack. That's the next one we're going up. Then the one after that's going to be Lincoln, which is even higher. So let's continue on. Not the greatest of views, but I'll take it after this climb coming up here. Unfreaking-believable. One of the hardest climbs I've done in a long time. Wow. I believe this is Haystack. And it might be Little something, and there's Lafayette, I believe, up there. Big one's Lafayette. Oh, man. There's Franconia Notch right there. Going right through there. Okay. 4,600 feet. That's a hell of a climb. And it's 10 o'clock roughly. Okay, we're going up here, Little Haystack, and then Lafayette. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now on the ridge, doing the ridge walk here, which isn't too bad. Glad I wasn't up here yesterday. It was howling. Oh, was it windy? Yeah, this would have been dangerous up here. Would have blew me right off the side here. Today it's just like a 5-knot breeze. You feel that sun beating down here. Okay, now we gotta go down off of Little Haystack that we're on, I believe. And we gotta go up this thing. Ooh, look at that freaking thing. Look at the people up there. Let me see if I can zoom in. I'll be up there shortly. Let's go up. where those guys are. And then we gotta go all the way back up. Roller coaster. Alright, there's one of the huts. I forgot which one. I'll get the name later. I'll put it on here. Which I think this is Liberty. I'll look again. No, it's not Liberty. Lincoln. We got to go down, and we got to go up over Garfield. Fun. Okay, it's 12 o'clock, and elevation right now, I'm at, I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. I'm over 5,000, almost 5,100 feet. I could be plus or minus 50 feet on this watch. I didn't synchronize it. Well, I synchronized it like a few days ago. Okay, so I want to get up off of this ridge. Now we got to go up over Garfield, but hello. Okay. All right. I'm on Liberty. That's Garfield. I just calibrated the watch. And I'm at 52, 55. So I was short-changing myself here. Oh, for New England, that's pretty high. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable. Okay. Liberty. A little challenging, a lot of rocks, a lot of these slabs. See these slabs? Man, am I glad they're not wet, because these things would be slippery as hell. So I got to get down over there. I don't know. It looks like it's a pretty steep drop off. I don't know where it's going from there, but we'll get there. Okay. And then there's Garfield. I still got to get over to Garfield somehow. All right. Just came down that technical area. Oh, jeez. All right, now we're at a trailhead here. Let's see what we got. Garfield Hut, another 5. Garfield Trail, Mount Lafayette. That's what I just came down. Garfield Ridge, AT. Okay, that's what I'm on. And what do we got over here? Oh, Shickumchuck Trail. Route 3 parking. Okay. Alright, no, we're not going down there. No, we're going this way. 5 more miles to the hut, huh? What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. The rate I'm going. Alright. Let's see what we have. Okay. I made it to Garfield Summit Ridge. Wow. This was a climb. Big time. Wow. On day number 2 here on the mini Pemi Loop in the White Mountains. I'm at a stealth site just down from Garfield tent sites. I didn't want to stay in there. Tons of people coming up. It's Friday night, so a lot of people. And tomorrow this place will be a zoo. So I'm going to probably head out tomorrow. I'm going to come down Franconia. Is it Franconia Ridge? Not Franconia Ridge. Yeah, Franconia Trail. Head back towards Lincoln Woods, the trailhead. It's a 10 mile. I get 10 miles to do tomorrow. But I don't believe I have to climb it like I did today. Oh, today was a tough day. As you people will see in the, or if you already, I don't know when you're looking at this, but you'll see it in the videos. Oh, real physical day today. I didn't get in the camp till 5:30. I had to get up and over Garfield. That was slow going. Coming down the backside, you have to, the trail is in the river. So luckily the water wasn't too high. It was only a couple of inches here and there. I was able to rock hop all the way down. But yeah, coming down Garfield's pretty interesting and steep, very steep. So I'm sitting in a hammock here. I got my food rehydrating in the pot. And I figured I'd do a wrap up. I'm only about 150 feet from the trail. I can see through the trees people walking up there. They don't know I'm here, but I'm spying on them. I got my camo mode here. They can't see me. They don't know I'm out here. But yeah, I'm not. They get $10 now. AMC's charging $10 for everybody that uses their campsites. So I'm not doing that. I'm hiking all day to be out here. I'm not going to stop paying them. Plus, they don't put me on a platform. They send me out in the woods. They say, go find 2 trees. So I might as well just go on my own and find 2 trees. So that's what I do. Got a real nice spot here. And we'll see if Yogi comes by tonight. I got everything all secure. So I'll put the beer canister 50 feet away from me in a little hole again, and we'll see what happens. But hopefully it won't be as cool tonight. It's 62 degrees now. It's 7 o'clock, so I don't think it's going to get done now. Probably 55, 56 tonight, so that'll be good. It'll be really good sleeper weather. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up. Again, on the Pemi Loop. Oh, beautiful views today. Oh, man. A lot of people. You'll see a lot of people on the summits. And this was a Friday. I can imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow. I'm glad I'm not going over there tomorrow. Okay. We'll talk to you people in the morning. Okay, good morning. Third day. Broke camp and I had to go 3/10 of a mile down still. And I came to the trailhead for Franconia Notch Trail. So I got basically 10 miles and I'll be done. This is the smallest of the Pemi Loop. Just 3 loops. We got storms coming in tomorrow. I don't want to push it. I hate it. If I have the option to get out, I always get out. So we're going to do a short version, 3-day version. When I come back, I'll start here at Franconia, hike north to the trailhead, and then continue and do the bonds, and maybe come out there or go down to Zealand to Ethan Pond, to Shoal Pond, and come out there. So we're going to come out this way today. Never been on this trail up this end. I've been to 13 Falls tent site, which is, I don't know, I think it's 4.5 miles from here. I'll have lunch there. So we'll see. I know the southern section, they stopped maintaining it, but this looks pretty nice here. So I'm hoping that they put it back on a list again and they maintained it. There was lots of blowdowns. It's kind of a pain coming in from the south. So we'll see. We'll see what they did. Nice night. A little warm. Slept halfway out of my sleep in my top coat all night. No bugs, no yogi, no boo-boo, which is good. Just one chipmunk kept coming around. Oh, we got campsites here. Follow that trail right in. See, all these little, you gotta look off the side. You'll see, you'll be able to tell where people have walked. And you follow those, that's how you find the stealth sites. I don't do these campsites anymore. Established campsites, too crowded, too noisy. So, all right, I'm going to put this away. It's getting a little slippery. All right, talk to you later. Okay, just left 13 Falls campsite. Just got on the Franconia Brook Trail. And we're going to follow this river for a little bit, but look at the falls here. Beautiful falls. Little swimming hole right down there, but then you got to make sure you don't go over the other set of falls. Alright. Today, pretty good timing. It's 10 o'clock, and I think I have 5.5 miles to go. So not too bad to get onto the Lincoln Woods Trail, which is 2 miles long. So actually I have like 7.5 miles total, but I just wiped out about 4 miles here. So that was good going. It was wet. This is going to be wet too, and eventually I'm going to get to some bogs and some low area. So I'll have to deal with that, but and I don't know if they've done any maintenance on this thing, so this will be interesting. I might have some blowdowns to go around, reroute around. Okay. A few people, probably 8 people still at the campsite, getting ready to head out and do their thing. 10 o'clock. I thought I was late. That's pretty late. They're gonna go up, and one guy's going. He's doing the opposite trip that I'm doing. He's going up Garfield, gonna go around Lincoln, Flume. So he's got his work cut out for him. He'll be doing it. He's got 2 more days. Okay. Should be hopefully an uneventful day. Oh, a couple of blowdowns here. We can just walk over these. These are not bad. Alright. Get to you people later, unless something else comes up here. And I'll cut back in. Okay. Okay. Just completed the loop. Here's where it all started 2 days ago. Well, actually 3 days ago. Right here. Went up Osceola Trail. Just came down Franconia Falls Trail, which is Lincoln Woods Trail, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so that's the end of this trip. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a long stretch right here. 10 miles. Well, I got 9 miles done.
See you guys later.
Be careful.
9 miles done here so far. It's only 1 o'clock. Not too bad. Alright. 1.4 to the car. And put this trip in the books. Okay, folks. Stay tuned. I might be doing the bonds next. We'll go back up and come over and do the bonds. Another loop. There's 3 loops to do here. There'll be another 3-dayer somewhere down the road here. Okay. Happy trails.